Good morning. It is October 23rd and I am so happy. I am at Spring Valley State Park, a really special park. The facilities are so nice and I splurged and paid for power and got everything charged up. And it's not a busy campground. Met such a nice elderly guy, an old rodeo guy. Anyways, there's lots of history here. I'm doing the Stone Cabin Trail now. And this cabin was built in the 1870s and it's pretty neat. And there's lots of ranch land with cows. I mean, this is my type of scenario. It's just gorgeous. And I love these rock walls. Yeah, this is gonna be pretty epic. Oh, this is cool. Carved in steps for you. Huh, that's cute. They tell us exactly where the trail goes. This is so neat. The only one negative that I have about this place is that it's so isolated. There is zero cell service, but that's all right as far as I'm concerned. They don't call this Spring Valley for no good reason. There's 150 springs in this area. Wow, no wonder the first settlers settled here. Volcanic activity formed this area. The stone here is volcanic tuff. This extremely soft rock erodes easily into the odd and beautiful shapes that we see here. All right, let's continue on with the hike through the Bible. After God had dried up a path through the Jordan so that the Israelites could cross over into the promised land, and the kings of Canaan heard about it and got really scared, God told Joshua to have all the eligible males get circumcised. If you will recall, circumcision was started with Abraham as God's special covenant with him and his offspring, and was carried on down through the ages. However, when the Israelites rebelled in the desert at Kadesh, circumcision was suspended. And so it had been a constant reminder that their relationship with God had been broken. Coming to a crest. Whoa. Oh, amazing. Oh yeah, isn't this just so special? Also, the Passover was discontinued at that time. The Passover was to be a memorial of their deliverance from Egypt, but God stopped that service while they were in the wilderness because of his displeasure at their desire to return to the land of bondage. Now, upon their entry into Canaan, the Israelites were renewing their covenant with God, and this called them to adopt once more the sign of that covenant. This outward rite was to represent true circumcision of the heart. Isn't this just a beautiful valley? Oh, so neat and so isolated. Oh, isn't that a pretty scene with the paint horses? Oh. The wilderness had been the scene of distrust, murmuring, and rebellion against God. Now, in obedience to his directions, they were to begin a new life of faith and obedience. This is just so special. Also, on the 14th day of the month, at even, the Passover was celebrated on the plains of Jericho, and the manna ceased. God had provided the manna for nearly 40 years to satisfy the people under circumstances that made it impossible for them to secure an adequate supply of food for themselves. Now that they ate of the corn of the land, there was no longer need for the manna. God does not do for men what they are able to do for themselves. It's so cute how they have these rocks lining the pathway to let us know where to go. Thank you, people. I just love it. This part of the trail's a little rougher. Have to look down more, but still amazing. Now it seems like I'm walking in a wash. Hope this is the right way. It's not a clear indication. Yeah, I saw some footprints this way, but I'm glad I took a picture of the map before I left, because I don't think it's this way. So let's backtrack a bit. Okay, good. I'm on the trail. Yay. Oh, spectacular. So fun. It's just so cool, this two-tone rock. Oh, this is just an incredible trail. Oh, we get to do some interesting rock. I've come upon the primitive section of the camp, of this park, I mean. So if you don't mind using an outhouse, then this is the place for you. Isn't this pretty special camping? The only thing is, I never saw the loop for the stone cabin, so I'm not understanding it too well. But it's supposed to be around here somewhere. But yeah, what a neat backdrop, eh? Well, the healing hiker rating for this stone cabin trail is definitely a 5 out of 5 for the scenery. However, the trail was quite technical in some places, very loose rock and steep. I was a bit worried in a few places. I was wishing I had my hiking poles. So for that reason, I would ding it a little bit, but not really. And I'm going to make it a loop trail, so I'm going to walk back on the road and we can experience the rocks from down below. But yeah, I am so glad that I came on this trail. I'm so glad I persisted and asked about it. Even these plants make it so pretty. Oh, this is so fun. And the clouds. I mean, this is just a perfect day. Don't you think? I mean, this way is pretty special too. Hi, cows. I love you, cows. Oh, look at those rocks perched up there. So my phone says 3.7 miles hiked. Lovely. The long years of their desert wanderings were ended. The feet of Israel were at last treading upon the promised land. Can you imagine the excitement they felt? Have you ever wandered away from God and then come back to Him? How was that for you? Did you sense His leading in your life?